तस्मै गुरुवे नमः। नमामि विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Welcome everyone. Today is Ram Navami, so happy Ram Navami. So we all celebrate Ram Navami. We know that Ramji came and did so many things. We heard about Ramayana, but क्या रामायण हमें सिखाती है? What lessons we can learn from Ramayana that we can discuss today. Ramayana is a very beautiful literature. It's full of poetry. Valmiki ji took out special time for us, and he wrote beautiful literature describing the activities of Lord Ram. Lord Ram not only did activities for his pleasure. कुछ लोग बोलते हैं कि भगवान ने को इतनी तकलीफ हुई, इतना उनको दुख झेलना पड़ा. But this is all the part of pastimes. This is all the part of Leela. Whatever Lord does, it is meant for his pleasure. ऐसा नहीं कि भगवान ने प्लानिंग नहीं की थी और ये तो भगवान को झेलना पड़ गया, उनकी वाइफ का किडनैप हुआ तो he has to bear it all. Like for example, when we arrange a drama, or let's say we arrange a movie party at our home. घर में हमने एक लगा रखा है home theater, and we throw a party. So whatever happens in that party, we all plan it, and sometimes we do so many things, and इसको लग सकता है यार इनको कितना परेशानी हुआ होगा, इतने लोगों को खाना बनाना पड़ा है, and then so much cleaning they have to do it. It is all labor of love. These are all labor of love, and we all become happy when so many people come and we do so much cooking on that day. It gives joy to us. It was not a burden on us. So when Lord Ram performed so many pastimes, especially the pastimes where he was banished into the forest, and his wife got kidnapped. So many things that Ram underwent through. This Ram wanted it. He wanted it for his pleasure. He wanted to set an example. सब कुछ भगवान के आनंद के लिए होता है. The whole creation is actually meant for his pleasure. Whatever happens in this world and in the world, in the spiritual world, everything is meant for his pleasure. So we will discuss today some important life lessons from Ramayana that teaches us a very important things in our life. So first in the list is power of bad association. This is the first lesson that we can learn. So what is there to what is there for us? So it is said that Keikei used to worship Lord Ram more than Bharat, and whenever somebody asks who is your son, then she would say, oh, Ram is my son. Then what about Bharat? Yeah, Bharat is also there, but first my Ram. So she loved Ram so much. इतना प्यार था राम से. But what happened on that day? How can she become so cruel that she asked he send Ram for 14 years of banishment and make my Bharat the king. दशरथ को समझ में नहीं आई क्या हो गया. दशरथ पागल हो गए. बोले ये क्या बोल रहे, मेरा बेटा भरत है, वो कौशल्या का बेटा राम है, राम, दशरथ was bewildered. समझ में ही नहीं आ रहा था कि what happened overnight that Dashrath, okay, Kaikai is thinking like this till the day of the birth of Ram till now. Her love for Ram was actually more than the love of Kaushalya. Kaushalya's love was infinite, but Kaikai's love was more than Kaushalya. और एकदम से ये बोल रही है कि मेरा बेटा तो भरत है, उसको राजा बनाओ एंड कौशल्या के बेटे को वनवास भेजो. So the whole things turned changed because of the bad association of Manthara. So we should know how powerful is the factor of association. Whatever consciousness we have earned so far, everything can be spoiled if we wrongly associate with persons. So we have to choose what kind of association we should have. Kaikai was brainwashed uh, by Mantra. So this is how association plays a very vital role. And that's why bhakti also begins with sadhu sangha sarva shastra koy lava matra sadhu sangha sarva siddhi hoy. By the association of sadhus, even a fraction of association with the genuine sadhu, we can actually learn the essence of bhakti. So this is what power of bad association. Then second lesson or Ramayana teaches us is attachment to service and not to the position. We we are ready to do things very happily when we are offered some benefits, some position. चलो पोजीशन मिल रही है, नाम मिलेगा मुझे, हम काम करेंगे. But look at Ram. When Dashrath Maharaj announced that Ram is going to be king tomorrow, राम जी आते हैं, सबको प्रणाम करते हैं, वशिष्ठ जी वहाँ होते हैं, and he folds his hands to his father and says कि father, I am not eligible. I am not eligible to be the leader and to be the king of Ayodhya. My brothers are more qualified than me. But if you are pleased, if you are happy, if my Guru Vashishji is happy that I should be the king, then so it be. And that was his mood. So he was not willing to be the king, but he was ready to be the king because of the pleasure of the father and the Guru. And when the same father was stuck between his vow and his dharma, and he had to say that Ram should go to the forest, he happily becomes the order carrier of the father. कह सकते थे कि अरे मैं तो राजा बन रहा हूँ, मैं क्यों वनवास जाऊंगा. So he was attached to the service, not to the position. He was attached to what order is given to me, not attached to his own position, his own prestige, his own uh, social status. ये अटैचमेंट नहीं था. अटैचमेंट क्या था कि what instructions are given to me, what service is given to me. That's where the attachment was. Focus was there, attachment was there. So हमको हमें स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ के अंदर भी, हमारे मटेरियल लाइफ में भी, वी शुड बी अटैच्ड टू आवर ड्यूटीज, especially especially in spiritual life, when we are even our material duties, if we are doing it thinking that it is being used for Krishna, then we should be attached to that part, that because of my duty it is going to help Krishna, so let me get attached to it. It's a very deep thing, attachment to our service, not to the position. हम काम तभी करते हैं जब हमें कुछ ऊपर प्रॉफिट दिखता है, but we are not doing things out of duty, out of out of our responsibility. So ये बहुत हमें चेंज अपने अंदर लाना होगा. We should transform ourselves in such a way that external factors should not motivate me, but internal things should motivate me. I should do it. It is my duty. रिकॉग्निशन मिलेगा तो मैं काम करता हूँ, कोई मुझे अप्रिशिएट करेगा तो मैं ये काम करूंगा. दैट शुड नॉट बी अवर मोटिवेशन. Krishna is going to please with me uh, because of my effort. Nobody is watching me, but at least God is watching me, who is there in my heart. So let me do it, and He will be pleased. It doesn't matter whether people are watching me, appreciating me or not, but God will appreciate me. So let me do it for Him. So this is the second lesson Ram is teaching. Then third lesson that Ramayana teaches is mission of life should be to vanquish the demonic tendencies in our heart. So we all know that when Bharat came from his maternal grandfather's home, and he came to know that behind him so many conspiracies happened. Ram was banished into the forest. Dashrath could not tolerate it and he passed away. And everyone was actually blaming Bharat, that because of, actually Bharat was, people are thinking that Bharat is involved in this conspiracy. Even Kaushalya, mother Kaushalya was thinking like this, that it there may be a reason, or there may be a chance that Bharat is involved in this conspiracy. But then Bharat announced that I will not take the position of king, and I'll try my 200% best to bring back Ram. And he chastised his own mother, Kaikai. He severely punished Manthara. And then at least Kaushalya was convinced that Bharat was not involved in this. then he then everyone follows Bharat to bring Ram back. And then there everyone tried to convince Ram, when there was a meeting between Ram and Bharat, that please come back home. Now Mother Kaikai is also feel guilty, and her happiness is that कि आप भी घर वापस आ जाइए. Even now, even then Kaikai wanted that yes, Ram should come back. And then even Guru Vasisht ordered Ram that it is my order, you come back. You cannot disobey the Guru's order. Then after hearing everything, Ram gave so many other uh, reasons that why my father's promise is more important than everything else. Yes, Guru's instructions are important, and father's instructions are also important. Both are right. So I will follow that which came to me first. तो पहले पिता का आदेश आया था. So I'll follow that, and once I'll come back, I'll follow my Guru's order also. So that means Ram was 100% determined to go to the forest. And why he was determined? Because his mission of life was to vanquish the demons who are there in the forest. Ultimately क्यों आए थे? क्योंकि देवताओं ने प्रार्थना करी थी that so many demonic forces are increasing and someone has to take incarnation to kill all these demons. So uh, it was actually Saraswati who turned the mind of Manthara so that she forced Kaikai, and then Ram should go to the forest. Agar Ram घर पे ही रहते, then how he will go and kill Ravan? So it was all Indra's and demigods' plan to twist the tongue of Manthara. So Ram's purpose was to go to the forest. Similarly, our mission of life is also should be like this. Our mission of life is to vanquish the demons that are there in our heart. राम के दुश्मन जंगल में थे, रावण एंड खरदूषण एंड सो मेनी अदर, कबंद एंड ऑल दोस पीपल. हमारे दुश्मन कहाँ पर है? Oh, our demons are in our heart. The lust, the anger, the greed, the pride, the enviousness, avarice, all these things are there in our heart. So we should not feel relaxed, slackened, and be comfortable that everything is going good in my life. So why to be so much of worry? Why to take so much of worry? So we should not sit comfortably until we kill the demons which are there in our heart. Pride, anger, काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, मद, मात्सर्य. These 6 demons are there in our heart. So the goal of human life is to vanquish, is to get rid of these demons. Just like Ram was determined, although everyone wanted him to come back. Ram को comfortable life देना चाहते थे, but he knows, no, I am not here for this comfortable life until I kill all the demons. So we should not be relaxed and comfortable in our life until we have these demons in our heart, and our mission is to win over these demons. So this is also Ram is teaching through Ramayana. Then very important, a very good thing that um, the behavior of Lord Ram is teaching us is that even extreme reversals, so we are talking about the fourth lesson, even extreme reversals, if taken in the proper spirit, will help us fulfill our mission in life. So what happens is generally the law of gravity, we all know we are under the law of gravity. So the law of gravity has its effects in the earth sphere. सिर्फ धरती में ही, धरती के पूरे उसमें ही, ग्लोब में ही लॉ ऑफ ग्रेविटी रहती है, नॉट बियॉन्ड दैट. बट इफ समवन गोज बियॉन्ड द अर्थ्स sphere, then law of gravity will not work. Similarly, the material problems has its effect when we are in material consciousness. If we uplift our consciousness from material to spiritual, then the problems will not have any effect. Just like law of gravity तो है, but उसके effect नहीं होगा if we go beyond Earth's sphere. It's not that when we go beyond Earth's sphere, law of gravity dissolves. Law of gravity is there, but the effect is not there. Similarly, when we are suffering from some problem, it is because our consciousness is in the material dimension. But if we uplift ourselves from material to spiritual dimension, then because we are in spiritual dimension, the the problems which are there in material consciousness will not have any effect on us because we are somewhere else now. And the problem is in material level and we are on a spiritual level. So all the problems are still there, but the effect is not there. So Ramji was very happy. Lakshmanji was very happy. Sita ji was very happy when they were going for the forest. and and the purpose of sending them into the forest was not fulfilled. मंथराज ने सोचा था कि ये बहुत दुखी हो जाएंगे, बहुत प्रॉब्लम आएगा, but because they were in proper spirit, it didn't affect them. So many things happens in our life and we get disturbed, agitated, but if we take things in proper spirit, understanding the whole picture, then it will not give us any uh, bad experience and we'll be very very happy always. So this is a very important teaching Ramayana teaches. And then another very deep spiritual teaching that Ramayana teaches is, the fifth one is Ram or Aram. It's a test for every seeker. So when the whole Ayodhya Vasis came to know that Ram was banished into the forest and Ram is going now, so all the citizens assembled and they said, ये कैकई है ना, कैकई, ये अयोध्या की रानी बनना चाहती है ना, ये भरत राजा बनना चाहता है ना, बन जाने तो उसको राजा। अरे इस अयोध्या का राजा बनकर क्या करेगा वो, जब अयोध्या वासी यहाँ से चले जाएंगे राम के साथ में। सो दैट मीन्स द सिटीजन्स ऑफ द्वारिका द सिटीजन्स ऑफ अयोध्या did not wanted the comfort to be in Ayodhya. They are ready to lose the comforts of Ayodhya and were ready to go to with Ram in the forest. So it is said that Ram चाहिए कि आराम चाहिए. So if you want Ram, then you have to leave your aram. Aram means comfort. So if you want Ram, then you should be ready to take all kinds of discomfort, all kinds of hardships, all kinds of austerities, all kinds of pain. But if you want आराम, then राम तो आपके सामने से निकल जाएंगे and you will feel that I am very comfortable, but you missed Ram. So Ayodhya Vasis are teaching us that if you want Ram, then you have, and actually Ayodhya, all the citizens of Ayodhya did go with Ram till the till the Saryu bank. नदी के इस तरफ तक तो फिर भी वो लोग गए थे. Then another what happened next is another teaching for us. तो एक लेवल पे तो दिखाया कि आराम नहीं चाहते थे अयोध्यावासी. They wanted Ram, so they go with Ram till the Saryu, जहाँ पर उनको गुहा मिलता है. And then where next Kevat also comes. So the next teaching is connected to this incident is alertness in spiritual life. We have to be very alert if you are actually practicing spiritual life, because everyone came with Ram on the banks of Saryu. और उस टाइम पे सुमंत भी थे, सुमंथरा. There was Manthara and there was one more Sumanthara. Sumanthara was a very faithful servant of or faithful minister of Dashrath Maharaj. So Dashrath Maharaj sends Sumanthara that आप राम लक्ष्मण और सीता जी को चैरियट पे लेके जाइए और जंगल घुमा के वापस ले आइए. तो एक तरह से यू समझो कि दे आर एक्चुअली फुलफिलिंग द ऑर्डर्स ऑफ Dashrath. So Sumanthra and everyone reaches the banks of, and then the friend of Ram and the devotee of Ram, Guha, a village tribal person, also comes there. So Guha talks with Ram and they had a very intimate discussion, and Ram says that I cannot go into the forest with the whole citizens. I have to leave here from them, and something we have to plan. So then, seeing the uh, thought process of Lord Ram, Guha advised that we should leave early in the morning tomorrow. So Lakshman ji actually prepared a hut for Ram. So early evening they went for a rest. So अयोध्या वासियों ने भी सोचा कि चलो भगवान रेस्ट कर रहे हैं, we should also rest. And very early in the morning, when the whole citizens were taking rest, Ram quietly leave. And also he tells Sumantra that you turn your chariot back to Ayodhya. So they will think that chariot is not there. That means Ram, Lakshman and Sita and Sumantra, they gone back to Ayodhya. Because that was the original plan of Sumantra. So जब उनको ना देखेंगे और रथ नहीं पाएंगे तो अयोध्या वासी सोचेंगे or maybe they have gone back to Ayodhya seeing the footprints of the chariot. But only Sumantra goes back to Ayodhya, and Ram, Lakshman, Sita crossed the river very early in the morning. And when Ayodhya Vasis woke up, they thought Ramji is not there. That means, and the chariot is showing us that it has gone to Ayodhya. So they followed the chariot wheels, uske jo footprints the, and they reached back Ayodhya and they came to know that, oh, we were actually deceived. Ramji is not here. So which shows that alertness in spiritual life, because they were not alert in the night time, they became uh, little freak. So Ram left them. So this is very important. We have to be very alert. Any moment we can lose Ram. So we have to be very alert in our day-to-day activities, especially when we are following spiritual life. Then one important lesson Ramayana teaches us that saintly persons might cause pain to others, not to hurt them but benefit them sometimes. So this is a misconception that oh एक साधु किसी को हर्ट नहीं करता है, किसी के साथ बुरा नहीं बोलता है. He is very pleasing to everyone. But look at Bharat. When Bharat comes to know that Manthra brainwashed Kaikai, इतना भला बुरा बोलता है Kaikai को, इस लिमिट तक चला जाता, बोल देता है कि यू आर नॉट माई मदर, यू आर लाइक I would have been very happy if I would have not taken birth from your womb. It's a ये तो मेरे पे धब्बा है कि मैं तुम मेरी माँ हो. So many very Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana goes to an extreme level in that section where Bharat actually criticizes Kaikai. A child criticizes his mother, especially Bharat, a personality like Bharat is criticizing his mother. And also we see in Bhagavatam, Prahlad disregards his own father, Hiranyakashipu. So this shows that a doctor may cause pain to a patient, but the purpose is to cure him. So the purpose of Bharat and Prahlad was to please the Lord. So this is important. How strong words are sometimes important to actually penetrate the heart of the sleeping souls. Like we see Prabhupada also when he came to US and he gave so lectures to foreign people. He would say rascals, he would say fools, strong words he would say. Why? Because to awaken the the sleeping souls. जब तक hard instructions नहीं पड़ेगा तो उन लोग जागेंगे नहीं. So similarly, we see Bharat Maharaj is using strong languages. He even beat Manthara. Shatrugna even drags Manthara from her hair और उसकी कुबड़ पे लात मारते हैं जोर से. But then they leave thinking that maybe Ram will not like, and he comes to know that how we are treating women. So so sometimes saintly persons might cause pain to others, but the original purpose is not to hurt them but to benefit them. The next teaching is the original proprietor is the Lord, and we actually forget this principle. हम भूल चुके हैं कि हमारा ओरिजिनल प्रोप्राइटर कौन है. बट भारत इज टीचिंग अस दैट हु इज द ओरिजिनल प्रोप्राइटर. हमें बहुत बड़ा हमारा घर हो सकता है, बहुत हमारा प्रॉपर्टीज हो सकती है, बट द ओरिजिनल ओनर एंड प्रोप्राइटर ऑफ एवरीथिंग इज लॉर्ड. जब राम जी डिसाइडेड दैट ही इज नॉट गोइंग टू गो बैक टू अयोध्या बट ही विल गो टू फॉरेस्ट, भरत क्या करता है? He said, I will not going to sit on the Singhasan. He gifted Ram one very beautiful wooden slipper. So बहुत अच्छी embroidery थी. And he asked Ram that please wear this slipper for a time being. So Ram wears that. Then he takes तीन परिक्रमा लगाते हैं. And then he asks that those slippers back. And he says that these sleepers will act like king and I will report everything to them. सिंहासन पर ये पादुकाएं रहेगी and I will be just the order carrier of these padukas. So Bharat goes back to Ayodhya, keeps those padukas and act on the padukas behalf. Every day he would report to paduka that आज इतना tax आया, today this much we spend on the welfare of the public, today all these developments we did in Ayodhya. So every day he used to report to the padukas. He would talk to the padukas. So which shows that even we get everything in life, we should not think that this belongs to me. Everything was in the hands of Bharat, पूरा अयोध्या भरत के कंट्रोल में था, बट भरत नेवर थॉट कि ये सब कुछ मेरा है. Although he was using everything, but he was using that as if everything belongs to Ram and I'm just fulfilling his instructions. On the behalf of Lord, it was not just in his mind, it he was actually doing it. जब भरत सोते थे जमीन पर, तो जमीन में गड्ढा खोद कर 2 feet earth he has removed and he would sit in that pit. Why? Because Bharat सोचते थे, my Lord Ram is sitting on the floor, on earth. So how can I sit equal on an equal level with him? How can I sleep on an equal level? But Ram ji इस surface पर सो रहे जमीन पर. So I will sleep here. So जमीन में 2 feet गड्ढा खोद कर he would sleep on the pit, in the pit. So that was loyalty and devotion towards Ram. So Bharat teaches us that we may have everything in our disposal, but the proprietor is Ram, and we should use everything for Krishna, for Ram. Then next teaching is anybody can make a show of greatness, but when life's reversals comes, that is the original test. How? What is the example in Ramayana? Shurpanakha. जब उसने राम लक्ष्मण को देखा, she became, although she was very ugly, भद्दी से भद्दी औरत थी वो. She was very ugly. But when she saw Ram and Lakshman, she made herself the most beautiful woman of the entire universe. But but when uh, she was attacked by Lakshman and Lakshman cut Shurpanakha's nose and the ears, then उसका real ugly form सामने आ गया. वो अपने ugly भद्दे form को उसने प्रकट किया and she started fighting with them and then ultimately she left. So जब अच्छा सब कुछ अच्छा चल रहा है, we pretend ourselves a very beautiful personality, we pretend ourselves very good personality, we pretend ourselves that we are too good, but when life's reversals comes, then we actually show our real nature. कहते हैं कि एक नींबू है, lemon. Let's say we have a lemon and we squeeze the lemon. What will come out? Lemon juice. If we have a mango and if we squeeze the mango, what will come out? Mango juice. एक मीठा एक खट्टा है, but you cannot expect mango juice from a lemon and you cannot expect a lemon juice from a mango. तो अगर हमारा अंदर लेमन है, लेमन जूस है, और हम बाहर मैंगो का प्रिटेंड कर रहे हैं that we are so sweet, we are so beautiful, we are so nice, but then when life squeezes us, when life reversals comes, that means life is squeezing us. Then हमको रियल पता चलेगा कि हमारे अंदर मैंगो है कि लेमन है. So that is the test, that to know ourselves also, who we are, कितना हमने गेन किया लाइफ में, एंड फॉर द वर्ल्ड आल्सो. हम वर्ल्ड को सामने दिखाते हैं हम कितने महान है, कितने नाइस है, बट व्हेन लाइफ रिवर्सल्स कम, दे विल आल्सो कम टू नो, अरे मैंगो बन के दिखा रहा था अपने आप को, बट ही इज एक्चुअली लेमन. एंड हम भी सोच रहे थे, ओ मैं तो मैंगो हूँ, द परसेप्शन वाज देयर, आई एम ए मैंगो, बट व्हेन लाइफ स्क्वीज्ड मी, ओ लेमन, लेमन निकल रहा है, तो मैंगो नहीं है. So it is a lesson for us also, and it's a teaching for, and it is good for others also who comes to know our own reality. Like Shurpanakha. So just a side note, a good reason to know that why Shurpanakha's nose and ears were cut, because Shurpanakha was actually representing something called as जो बहुत होता है ना कि किसी को सुनते नहीं है, they don't appreciate or understand others. Nose is used for what? To smell कि सामने क्या चल रहा है. to smell somebody's feelings, to somebody's, if you're not sensitive, you will not respect others. But if you have a good nose, you can sense it, you can smell it, what is going on in somebody's heart and somebody's feelings, what are the feelings of somebody's. And ears are used to learn, to hear good advice. तो शूर्पणखा ना तो अपने कानों से अच्छी एडवाइस सुनती थी, ना ही उसके नाक से वो स्मेल कर पाती थी कि सामने सेंसिटिविटीज क्या है। बस मेरा मेरा मेरा, जस्ट लिव इन माय ओन वर्ल्ड, हु आई एम, मैं। When somebody gives very high importance to ourselves कि मैं, and does not care about others and does not listen what others are saying, तो इन कान का और इस नाक का क्या मीनिंग है। तो शूर्पणखा का नाक भी काट दे, कान भी काट दे, बिकॉज that was not useful. She was not using those ears and nose. Then next lesson is bhakti cannot be achieved by deception. This is important. Ravan wanted to kidnap Sita Devi. Sita is the representation of bhakti, but he wanted to get bhakti by deception. अपने आप को साधु बन कराया. But ultimately what happened? Because we wanted to deceive, we only get deceived. रावण ने सोचा मैं भेष बदल कर आऊंगा और सीता को किडनैप कर लेता हूँ. But ultimately, who got cheated? Ravan got cheated, because Ravan could not get original Sita. She got Chaya Sita, Maya Sita. The Sita that he kidnapped was not the original Sita, it was the Chaya Sita. So we only got cheated. So if we want to cheat others, then we will only get cheated. Also, uh, Marichi takes up a golden deer form, जिसमें सीता जी developed deep attachment to heaven. And although Sita Devi got trapped, so if we see the substance through the eyes of the scripture, we will come to know that Marichi is like false promises. We should not get attracted to it. But if we see through our naked eyes, then we will not be able to see the deceptions which are there. Marichi is like a deception. These are like attractions that takes away our heart from Ram. Today's world, what is Marichi? In today's world, the social events are like Marichi. The uh, family gossips are Marichis. Netflix is a Marichi. YouTube web series are like Marichi. ये मरीची क्या है? अट्रैक्शन है. सीता देवी अट्रैक्टेड हो गई. राम जी सबसे ब्यूटीफुल पर्सनैलिटी है, उसको छोड़कर सीता जी का मन किया कि मैं इस हिरण को पकड़ लूं, ये मरीची को पकड़ लूं. सो दैट मरीची इज लाइक नेटफ्लिक्स, यूट्यूब सीरीज, गॉसिप्स, movies, songs. We have Harinam, we have chanting of the holy name, we have books to read like Bhagavatam, Ramayana, Mahabharata. But our heart is going towards Netflix, our heart is going towards web series, our heart is going towards gossips, our heart is going towards politics, our heart is going towards what's happening in the society. So this is like Sita Devi attracting towards Marichi, although she is very close to Ram. So रामायण है, लेकिन ये हमसे बहुत कनेक्टेड है. हम भी वही कर रहे हैं जो सीता देवी कर रही है. सीता देवी ने जो गलती करी, शी गॉट ट्रैप्ड. सो वी आर आल्सो डूइंग द सेम थिंग व्हाट सीता जी इज डूइंग. सो हमारे साथ भी वही होगा जो पहले हुए. So Ramayana is teaching us, don't do the mistake that Sita ji did it. And Sita ji is teaching us that you should not do what I did. You should not get attracted towards the marichis of this world, but you should hear what Lakshman is saying. Lakshman is Guru. Guru Lakshman is saying that don't get attracted towards this marichi, rather be with Ram. But we don't hear Lakshman like gurus, and we go towards attraction. So this way bhakti cannot be achieved by deceptions. Next teaching is Maya knows our weakness. So कभी कभी माया हमारी शक्ति को भी वीकनेस बना देती है. And using our strength will become our weakness, and then it will take us away from the circle of instructions of great souls. How? What is the example? कैसे हमारी शक्ति हमारी कमजोरी बन जाएगी? For the best example is Sita Devi herself. Ravan used her own strength, and that strength becomes her weakness. Ravan knew that she had a great respect for her father and for her father-in-law. She had a great respect for sadhus. She had a great respect for the dignity of her family members. So when Ravan, sadhu like Ravan said कि तुम मुझे भिक्षा नहीं दोगी, लाइन क्रॉस नहीं करोगी, देन तुम्हारे कुल और तुम्हारे पिता के कुल और तुम्हारे फादर इन लॉ के कुल को डिसग्रेस पहुंचेगा. And I will, if a sadhu like me will not be happy, then your whole um, you will not get the blessings of sadhu if I am not happy. So Sita ji was thinking, Arey, I should cross the line. Although it was told by Lakshman not to cross, but I should cross because it will give disgrace to my father-in-law and father's family. It will not be good for my own family because the blessings of sadhu will not come. So जो शक्ति थी वही कमजोरी बना ली. तो माया इज वेरी वेरी पावरफुल. कभी कभी हम लगता है अरे ये तो मेरी शक्ति है, इस डर में फंसूंगा नहीं, but that the only thing becomes our own weakness. So we have to be very careful. We should always be in a prayerful mood, that we should not get carried away in all those things. And we should always be prayerful, and we should beg that please save me from the attacks of Maya. So jo Sita ji ki Shakti thi, that becomes her own kamjori, and she fall into the prey of all those things. Then next lesson is always stand by the right. So that we can learn from Jatayu's integrity. So our real success is actually to please the Lord. Jatayu actually lost his life while he was fighting for Ram, but he actually achieved the purpose of life to please the Lord. जब सीता जी ने एक बार जटायु को बोला था कि कभी कोई क्रिटिकल सिचुएशन आ जाए, then you should not come and fight because you are very old. Jatayu was at that time 60,000 year old, a very old bird. So सीता जी ने बोला था that whenever you think there is some critical situation, don't come and fight, but actually go and inform Ram. So Jatayu के पास order क्या था? That I have to go and inform Ram. But when Jatayu saw that this is an emergency, where I will go and find Ram and inform him, by the time actually Ravan will take away Sita. So अगर जटायु लड़ते भी नहीं, जाके inform कर देते, nobody will say that Jatayu is an evil person and he did not do his best. The instructions was only for him was to just inform Ram, but he thought ki it is better to lose the battle and win the heart rather winning the battle and lose the heart. It is better to lose and win rather to win and lose. So Jatayu always teaches us that always stand by the right. So although Jatayu lost his life, but he was being cremated by the hands of Ram. जो fortune even Dashrath did not get. Dashrath was not cremated by, the final rites were not by Lord Ram. So that fortune which even Dashrath did not get, Jatayu got because he sacrificed his life for Ram. So this is what. So we have to always stand by the right. ये नहीं देखना कि आप इस समय धर्म बहुत शक्तिशाली है. The wrong things are powerful and more influential, so I should stand by the wrong things. And right things are not so influential, not so powerful. They are in minority, so I should not be in the minority side. I should be in the majority side. यही हमारी लाइफ में होता है. हम अपने ऑफिस में, हमारे सर्कमस्टेंसेस में, हमारे सराउंडिंग्स में देखते हैं कि गलत चीजें मेजोरिटी में है, गलत चीजें इन्फ्लुएंस में है. दे आर इन्फ्लुएंसिंग, बट आई शुड, सो लेट मी आल्सो चूज दैट रॉन्ग साइड बिकॉज वो मेजोरिटी में. And we don't take the side of right because they are in minority. They are not so powerful, they are not so influential. So this shows what is our integrity, what is our um, true side. Then Ramayana teaches us another important lesson. Patience, determination, and enthusiasm pays back. Patience, enthusiasm, and determination really pays back. And the example is Shabri. So Shabri was a great devotee of Lord Ram. She was an old lady, and long back, her guru told him that one day, and why the guru told him, because Shabri was serving her guru's ashram very menially, very nicely, very humbly. So getting pleased with this, Guru blessed Shabri that wait for some time, and definitely you'll see Lord Ram in your lifetime. And Shabri, after hearing this, was so enthusiastic to receive Ram that every day she would go to the forest and she would collect the bear and she would decorate the pathway with the flowers. केवल उस दिन शबरी ने बेर नहीं तोड़े थे जब राम आए थे. हमको लगता है कि शबरी ने राम को बेर खिलाए थे उस दिन जाकर जब राम आए थे. नो, every day she would go to the forest, every day she would eat it. और रखती थी चक्कर की कौन सा अच्छा है, because she did not know when Ram is going to come. अगर आज आ गए तो आज तो मेरे पास कोई तैयारी ही नहीं है. So every day she would go to the forest, बेर लेकर आती थी. Every day she would decorate the whole pathway with the flowers कि आज मेरे राम आएंगे. But Ram doesn't come on that day. कल लेकर आती है, परसों लेकर आती है. Years after years, people will say this lady has gone crazy. Every day she would say Ram, today Ram is going to come. But Ram आते नहीं तो पागल है, तो पागल हो गई lady. And seeing the patience, determination and enthusiasm of Shabri, Lord Ram did come on one day, and it pays back to her. So this we also never forget कि ऐसा नहीं कि हम भक्ति कर रहे हैं तो आज ही भगवान के दर्शन हो जाएंगे या आज ही सक्सेस मिल जाएगी. वेरी पेशेंटली, हो सकता है कि आखिरी दिन, मरने के आखिरी दिन पर हमें हमें रियलाइजेशन आ जाए. वी आर चैंटिंग हरे कृष्ण एवरी डे and we are not realizing anything. Our things, our bad things are still there in our heart, but we have to patiently follow it, enthusiastically follow it, with determination follow it. Maybe it may happen that just before the death comes, a moment before, everything just in a flash becomes revealed to us, and then we'll go back to Krishna. Just like Shabri का भी अंतिम समय पर भगवान राम के दर्शन हुए. बचपन से लेकर बुढ़ापे तक, मरते दम तक, she was just waiting. And after seeing Ram, a few days later, she actually passed away. So this patience, enthusiasm, and determination we have to have. Overnight, nothing happens. Then next lesson is, although we are following the path of bhakti, हमको ये नहीं सोचना चाहिए कि obstacles will not come. This is a very shallow mindedness if we think that, oh, now I am practicing bhakti, obstacles will not come. Look at Hanuman. So when Hanumanji was on the mission of finding Sita Maiya, she was tested 3 times on that journey. Heavy tasks. So first was Mainak Parvat. It was a great mountain. It was a gold mountain. And Mainak mountain actually offers that आप मेरे पास बैठिए यहाँ पर आराम कीजिए. It was a temptation that when you start the path of bhakti, devotion, people start giving you comfort. और we should not get carried away by those comforts. People will give us very much facilities and man samman, lot of temptations will come. So we should not forget our goal of going, and we should not. So Hanumanji very respectfully says that, yes, I will take your uh, take your whatever you are offering to me, and I'll come back, and then I'll see you. Let me just. So very he did not actually उनको ऐसे मना नहीं कर दिया, नहीं तुम मेरा टाइम खराब करो, तुम माया हो. But very respectfully says that I'll accept your offer later. I have to go now. देन सेकंड प्रॉब्लम जो हनुमान जी को आया वो था सिम्मी का डीमन। सिम्मी का वाज अ डेमनस जो छाया से पकड़ लेती थी। सो पहले एक्चुअली मेनक के बाद आया सुरसा। सुरसा एक राक्षसनी थी। सो शी वुड नॉट अलाउ एनीवन अनलेस somebody enters into her mouth। उसके मुंह में से तो जाना ही पड़ेगा किसी को। सो सुरसा became big and हनुमान जी became big। सुरसा became more big then हनुमान जी became more big। तो सुरसा बड़ी हो रही है या हनुमान जी बड़े हो रहे हैं, वो बड़ी हो रही है वो बड़े हो रहे हैं। तो there was no end of it। then हनुमान जी what he did, he became smaller than a mosquito। सिम्मा का तब भी बड़ी थी, उसके मुंह में घुस गए, वो बाहर आ गए और बोला देखो मैंने तुम्हारी फुलफिल कर दी डिजायर, सो लेट मी नाउ गो बैक। तो सुरसा वाज वेरी प्लीज्ड दैट you kept your promise and I'll bless you that you'll be successful in your life। So it shows the nature of competency। मैंने 2 गाड़ी खरीदी, उसने भी 2 गाड़ी खरीद ली। और मैंने आईफोन 14 लिया, मैं भी आईफोन 14 लूंगा। तो मैंने ये इस तरह का फैशनेबल कपड़े खरीदे तो मैं भी खरीदूंगी। अच्छा तो उसने पार्टी में ये ज्वेलरी पहनी थी तो मैं भी ये ज्वेलरी लेंगे। सो इट्स लाइक कंपटीशन कि वो जो कर रहा है मैं भी वो करूंगा, अपने आप को बड़ा दिखाने की कोशिश। वो बड़ा है तो मैं भी बड़ा दिखाऊंगा अपने आप। बट देयर इज नो एंड ऑफ कंपटीशन। द ओनली एंड ऑफ कंपटीशन इज दैट व्हेन यू बिकम हम्बल लाइक हनुमान जी। हाँ आप महान हो, आपका गधा आगे मेरा घोड़ा पीछे। तो हनुमान जी छोटे हो गए मच्छर की तरह, बोले मैं छोटा हूँ, मैं छोटा ही ठीक हूँ, आप बड़े रहो सुरसा माता बड़े ही रहो। और उनके मुंह में गए, बाहर निकल कर आ गए। and then says that see I fulfilled। so we can end this competition when we take a short position। छोटी position हम ले लेते हैं। so I am like a small person, you are a big guy, just finish it off, you are great and let's finish this cold war। so that is Hanumanji's teaching। and the third problem that comes in Hanumanji's life is Simmika। so Simmika was a demoness। she would catch she catches हनुमान जी ऊपर फ्लाई कर रहे हैं, सिमिका यहाँ पर पानी के अंदर। बट हनुमान जी उड़ते उड़ते रुक गए, अरे ये क्या हुआ, आई एम नॉट एबल टू फ्लाई, आई एम नॉट एबल टू फ्लाई। देखा तो उनकी छाया को सिमिका ने पकड़ रखा है, छाया से पकड़ रखा है। सो दैट इज एक्चुअली लाइक एनवियसनेस। आई कैन नॉट फ्लाई, हाउ कैन दिस बंदर इज फ्लाइंग अबव मी। सो होल्डिंग, होल्ड बैक करना कि if I am not able to grow, I'll not let you grow। so there is no place of enviousness in spiritual life। So Hanumanji did not kill Surasa. Hanumanji did not destroy Menak, but Hanumanji killed Simika because she was envious। So there is no place of envy in spiritual life। So this is a good lesson that obstacles will come and we have to know how to deal with it। So there are very many lessons still left. So we'll just cover the last one। Uh, so the last lesson for today's session will be, big or small, we can swim the ocean of samsara by chanting Lord's Ram holy name। So we see how the stones were floating on the waters because Ram's name was there। So if we also take, so if stones can float on water, why not? Why can't we? So we have to take shelter of Ram's name, and then we can float in this ocean of water। So there is a nice incident related to this। Once Ramji was standing and observing कि कैसे मेरी बानर सेना पुल बना रही है। So Ramji was surprised to see that oh, these monkeys are throwing big pebbles or small pebbles and they are floating। तो देखा भैया ये मेरा नाम लिख के पत्थर को तैरा रहे हैं। तो Ramji thought कि let me also try। So Ramji also threw one stone। तो वो पत्थर तो डूब गया और जो बंदर फेंकने थे वो सब तैर रहे थे। सो राम जी थॉट कि अरे ये क्या हो गया। तो हनुमान जी हंस रहे थे पीछे खड़े खड़े देखकर। तो राम जी ने पीछे पलट के देखा, किसी ने देखा तो नहीं मेरा पत्थर डूब गया। सो ही ट्राइड अनदर टाइम और दूसरा पत्थर पे गिर गया। फिर इधर उधर देखा, किसी ने देखा तो नहीं, लोग क्या बोलेंगे भैया, ये राम जी खुद तो जो फेंक रहे हैं वो तो डूब रहा है। देन व्हेन ही वाज कमिंग बैक, तो हनुमान जी वाज लाइक टीजिंग हिम, क्यों प्रभु, पत्थर डूब गया ना, तैरा तो नहीं। तो हनुमान जी बोले, अरे भाई किसी को बताना मत। राम जी बोले, डोंट टेल एनीवन, यू नो इट्स a secret, you know it's very embarrassing if people come to know that when I throw stone, it actually drawn away, it was not floating. So but Ramji said, do you know why it happened? I'm very surprised that when I threw myself, मेरा नाम से पत्थर तैर रहा है, but when I threw myself, it is not floating, it is actually drowning. So then Hanumanji, so why it happened that Lord does not know the power of bhakti. भगवान भक्ति नहीं समझ सकते, भक्ति से भगवान भक्त समझ सकता है. So Hanumanji could know why it happened like this. So Hanumanji said, my dear Lord, see, the stones are floating because they are taking the shelter of your name. But look at the fate of those stones which even you don't want to it. आपने जिसको त्याग दिया हो, when something you disown something, when you reject something, how can that stone will float? But these stones, although they do not belong to anyone, because they have taken shelter of your name, they are floating. But the stones which you are throwing in the water, they are not taken shelter of anything. You yourself is rejecting those stones. How can they float? So if even Lord reject us, there is a hope for us, that his name. So it is said that more powerful than Lord is his holy name. So that is also a Ramayan's teaching. A very great important teaching is that greater than the greater than Lord is his holy name. So if we take shelter of chanting, in the Kali Yuga it is said that uh, Ram Ram Rameti Rame 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 Manorame Sahastra Nam Tutulyam Ram Nam Varanani. If you chant 3 times Ram, 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 it is equals to chanting 1000 Vishnu, Vishnu, Vishnu. अगर कोई 1000 बार विष्णु बोले, विष्णु 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 विष्णु, is equals to chanting 3 times Ram, Ram, Ram. So when you chant Vishnu Sahastra Nam, so half an hour you take Vishnu Sahastra Nam, that the same spiritual benefit I can get when you chant just 3 times Ram, Ram, Ram. And it is also said in scriptures that Sahastranam Punyanam Trir Avrittu tu Yat Phalam Ek Vritte tu Krishnasya Namekam Yat Prayachati. Another calculation. बोल रहे सहस्त्र नाम पुण्य नाम त्रिआवृत्तम तो यत फलम. 3 बार कोई सहस्त्र नाम बोले, 3 बार यानी 3000 times if someone is chanting Vishnu name, that means someone who is chanting 3 times Ram name equals to एक वृत्ते तो कृष्ण से, एक बार कोई कृष्ण का नाम ले is equal. So that means the calculation goes like this: one Krishna name is equals to Ram, 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 3 times chanting Ram, and that is equals to three times chanting uh, Vishnu Sahasranam. So that's why in the Kali Yuga it is recommended that chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So here in this mantra, Krishna is also included. Hare means Radharani is also included, and Ram is also there. Hare means Sita is also there. So it's a perfect mantra for this Kali Yuga. And just by taking shelter of this holy name, we can get all perfection and all these qualities that we discussed. I'll just go through the names of the lessons or quality or things that we. Power of bad association was the first lesson. Attachment to service and not to the position. Mission of life should be to vanquish the demonic tendencies in our heart. Extreme reversals, if taken in the proper spirit, will help us fulfill our mission in life. Ram or Aram, a test for every seeker. Alertness in spiritual life. Saintly persons might cause pain to others, not to hurt them but benefit them. Lord is the proprietor. Anybody can make a show of greatness. Reversals actually show who real we are. And bhakti cannot be achieved by deception. Maya knows our weakness. always stand by the right, patience, enthusiasm, and determination, and obstacles on the path of bhakti. And then, big or small, we can swim the ocean of samsara by chanting Lord's Ram holy name. So these are few lessons that we learned from Ramayana. Hope we take shelter of the holy name of this Kali Kale Namrup Krishna Avatar, and we will able to cross this ocean of material miseries with the help of the holy name. So with this we will end, and happy Ram Navami. Hare Krishna. Srila
Hare
Prabhupada.
Krishna, Prabhu.
Yavar Ramchandra ki jai.
Jai.
Jai Shri Ram.